Hello everyone. The poster which is on my right hand side is the poster of my coming short film, and this is 20 minutes short film, and the name of the movie is called The New York Police Officer and the Monk. So the story of the film is there was a New York police officer who had everything. He had a good job, he had good position, he had good fame, and he is a well-known person. But there was something lost. He was so unhappy deep inside. So one day he made a journey to India for soul searching and to find some ways of how to become happy. And then while he arrived in India, he came across with one monk. And that monk gave him four tips of how to become happy. And the movie is all about how the policeman will accomplish the four tasks to get the four tips of happiness. Because to get each tips, you need to you need to accomplish a task which is given by the monk. So the police, so the story is all about whether the policeman will get the four tips of how to become happy, whether he will accomplish his task. So that you will come to know after watching this film. And we are going to dedicate this film to the birthday of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, where he is turning 80 years in July 6th this year.
Oh, actually, it's all karmic because, yeah, I'm kind of busy in New York and doing stuff, and I took some time off to come to India for some a vacation and also to do a meeting in Bombay for a film project. I was thinking early on they had one of the directors had invited me, so it was a big film with a big film actor, Shah Rukh Khan, in Bombay. So I'd come to relax in South India and to do the meeting, and suddenly I came upon meeting with this young gentleman by the name of Tenzin, and he came up suddenly to me, on the road when I was taking an evening walk, and I first thought he was just a Tibetan fan or someone who liked me in all my movies. But later when I started talking to him, he's very intelligent, and he had this amazing story, a script, and it's very unique because besides doing all the Bollywood, all the big films, I think it's important about time for some Tibetan filmmaker to come up and do something very, very different, not the usual stuff, and he seemed very, very different the way he talked, and also he had this idea, a story about a spiritual action thriller movie. So I was really for game, and also I was here. So that really drove me into doing the film, and I'm happy at the moment that I really did it. So that was a good decision. So I'm really happy with it. My role in the film is I play a New York police officer, as the title says. The New York police officer who comes from there and who is not satisfied with his life, and he's in a dark phase, even though everyone outside thinks he's great and he looks good and he's achieved a lot and all that stuff, but deep inside he's not satisfied, and that's what I play. It's kind of I felt it was kind of an intense role, and I liked it a lot. Mundgod, I love Mundgod because also my in-laws are here. and it's a great place. It's a Tibetan settlement down south in South India, and actually it's really funny because when I travel, I just see places. I'm really like not looking around too much. I kind of take things for granted. But especially when you do movies, even when I did the Bollywood movies, I see certain areas. The movies take you to certain locations. So this movie really took me to certain locations in Mundgod, which I never knew was in Mundgod. Like the water scene where I saved the girl, and the bird habit, beautiful place where there are really exotic birds there, and also the hills and the fields, the corns. I haven't seen those locations, and it's very beautiful. So I feel very lucky to have seen these locations while doing this, while shooting for this movie. So all around, I really enjoyed shooting in Mundgod in South India. It was great, except for the heat. The weather, I think after the Indian holiday of Holi, it gets hot now, especially in Mundgod, Bangalore, South India, and in Bombay, it gets hot. It was pretty warm while we were shooting, but we shot mainly in the mornings and evenings. But still, the heat was there, but the locations made up for it. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's not much different, but the main difference is in a big budget Bollywood movies, they spend a lot of money on a lot of frivolous, a lot of different things, like I mean, say, on salaries, and then it's more grander. That's like it's more slow. In an independent film, I like it because it's much faster, and we know exactly what we are going to shoot, and it's more. I feel it's more challenging when I do an independent film than a big budget like a big Bollywood movie. Being big Bollywood movie, it takes longer and all, and they spend more money, but on a lot of frivolous things. It's like a little bit more. It's not that challenging. It's very. They want to just shoot or do the story for the money. It's very. And the producers take over. While in the independent film, there's the stories are more challenging, and it's a little different. It's more fun shooting for independent film. And I would say it's when you do the Bollywood movie, it's nice when they like you are staying in 5-star hotel and all that stuff, but in independent films, it's more challenging. You know exactly what you're going to do, and you accomplish it, and it's done fast, much faster, because the budget is much less. So and I think they do more riskier subjects in independent films. So I like it. I like shooting faster and more unique stories. It's much more challenging for an actor that way. Upcoming project, besides this lovely project, the New York Police Officer and the Monk, I have Vipul Mongo and Mr. Vipul Mongo and Matt Morose from New York, great filmmakers, did a movie about me called Mr. New York. So that's about to release in the film festivals. And also I had some meetings for some other Bollywood movies. Besides the one which I was talking to you about, Shah Rukh, there was one other film with Tiger about the remake of Enter the Dragon in Bollywood. So they were offering me to play the main villain, negative role in that. So that I'm talking about. So it's the New York Police Officer and the Monk and Mr. New York coming up. So I'm excited about that.